What's up? My name is Rich, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I did retail arbitrage for 1 full year last year. I started exactly on January 1st, 2019. And not necessarily full-time, but part-time and very heavily, if that makes sense to you. I probably did like 40 to 60 hours per month. So I'm just gonna give you my experience on that. So my very first month, I did 7K in the first month. And the last month, which was December, I did 50K that month. So I'm just gonna let you know about the pros and the cons of doing retail arbitrage. First of all, the pros. Anybody can do this. You can walk up to a store, retail store, buy things on clearance, regular price, discontinued, scan it, see if it's profitable, and send it in to Amazon FBA. Anybody can do this. It doesn't take a lot of capital. You can start off with $100, $200, because you don't have to buy from a distributor or a wholesale that has a minimum quantity order. So that is one of the pros of retail arbitrage. Anybody can walk up and do it today. Some of the cons, like my first month when I did 7K, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of resellers probably won't mention when they take a loss. A lot of that 7K wasn't exactly profit. There's a learning curve where you don't really learn on YouTube. You can only learn by experience. Experience is the best teacher. For one, I don't think resellers mention Keepa enough. Learning a sales history chart, you really have to see how often and how frequent something is selling. A lot of people just say if you buy a sales rank with a low rank, then you're in the gold and you can make some profit, but really it could change tomorrow. Say if you buy something that's 70K rank today, it could be 150K rank tomorrow, or it could have been 150K rank yesterday, but somebody just bought the item today, so it made the sales rank drop down. And you're looking at it at that point in time. So you really have to look at a sales history chart to really understand if an item is profitable, not just today, but also tomorrow. So that's one of the things that kind of held me back within the first couple months. Over time, I started to do around 20K per month. Around June, July, I think that's when I started trending 20K per month, because it took me a little bit of time to see what items I can find constantly and how replenishable those items are, what stores they're at. And you really have to explore stores on your own that you don't really see on the internet, because most of the products you see on the internet, once it's out there, the prices tank. That's another thing with retail arbitrage, is the fact that if it's a nationwide item, even when it's a hot item, prices tank, because this is the easiest way to grab items for resellers. You can go grab it today. So that is another thing. You might estimate that you're making 20 bucks profit whenever you scan it, but by the time it gets to Amazon, the warehouse, you're looking at like 10 bucks profit. So it can really cut down that much in profit. But if you're able to find replenishable items that nobody else is on, or from different types of stores, then you can make good profit. But at the same time, sometimes there's hot items where prices don't tank. And those are the items that I like to go grab whenever there's a hot item and rank is low and it has a good sales history. Then you can go hop on that item and you can most of the time expect the same profit back. So, you know, there's a lot of variables to this. So that's another thing. So one of the biggest cons of why I am quitting retail arbitrage is because for me, it's more so personal. One of the biggest cons for me that retail arbitrage, I can't really pursue as much anymore. It's just, it takes a lot of time. You have to be on the road a lot. You have to go in and out of stores to find these items and purchase them and come back. Really, it just takes a lot of time on the road because you gotta be away. So for me, if I didn't have any kids or anything, I wouldn't mind doing this full time. But I do enjoy doing it, so I will still keep doing it, but only for like super hot items, or whenever Q4 comes back around. That's when I will pick up retail arbitrage again. So I'm quitting retail arbitrage on a more so consistent level, but not indefinitely. So I'm not just absolutely quitting. I will, if I find some awesome items, I'm still gonna go grab it, definitely. But for me, it takes a lot of time away from my kids, my wife, and all of that. So I can't really pursue retail arbitrage as much as I would like to. And for me, I already had a business before doing retail arbitrage, which is practically just selling t-shirts online, selling digital goods, digital graphic design. And that's pretty much my background. So I've always done that. And the amount of work it took for me to do retail arbitrage, those same amount of hours I could have put into what y'all would call private label, basically my t-shirt business and whatnot, and made more profit from just sitting at home. But at the same time, I like exploring new business ventures. So I enjoyed doing retail arbitrage. I will still keep doing it, but it's just, I don't think it's for me. It just took so much time away from home. So I just won't be able to do retail arbitrage as much anymore. But if you want to make a full-time income doing retail arbitrage, you can definitely do it. For one, a lot of people ask, can you make a full-time income doing retail arbitrage? Well, that question itself is subjective. Like, how much money do you want to make doing retail arbitrage? Do you want to make 10K profit a month? You can definitely do that, even on a consistent basis. You want to make 15K profit a month? You can do that, even on a consistent basis. I'm letting you know that because I was able to do that. But anything beyond that, I didn't do because I didn't put in the full-time. I never ever done retail arbitrage full-time, just like quit everything and do retail arbitrage. So I wouldn't be able to let you know anything beyond that. So basically, I'm just gonna get back into doing what y'all would call private label. I'm just gonna go back into doing my t-shirt business, and I'll just come out for hot items and whatnot. You'll still see retail arbitrage content. You'll still see Amazon content. Where else will this channel go? Anytime somebody reached out to me, never really asked me questions about retail arbitrage. Y'all always ask me questions about being self-employed, being full-time, making an income, those type of questions. So I'll probably dive a little bit deeper into those types of videos. So shouts outs to anybody who ever reached out to me. A lot of y'all who reached out to me was also dads, so that was pretty cool. And one of y'all was an autism dad as well. And that's something that I can definitely relate to, especially being on the grind and having to raise a child with autism. That's something special to me. So shouts out to you, because man, it is a struggle. But like I said, experience is the best teacher. If you want to see how much you can make doing retail arbitrage, you just got to get up, go and get it. I could have sat here last year for that whole year I was doing retail arbitrage and sat here and looked on the internet how much somebody's making, how much somebody's making there. You can make as much as you want. Really, you just got to go out there and test it for yourself. And that's what I did. I went out there and saw how much I can make. Experience is the best teacher. That's the only way you can learn. And every once in a while, y'all gotta stop watching these YouTube videos and y'all just gotta go out there and get it yourself. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. That's why I'm quitting retail arbitrage. It's very time consuming, and the amount of money that I'm making doing retail arbitrage is just not worth it for me. Nothing against anybody, nothing against any resellers. I know y'all are making a killing, so I hope y'all keep killing it. It's just, it's a lot of time on the road. I can't continue to do that. But like I said, I'll still keep putting out retail arbitrage content, but I will put out more like, I don't know, self-employed tips, starting business tips, something along those lines. So we'll see where this goes. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all continue to watch. I appreciate y'all support, and I'll see y'all next time.